Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping.
Oh, yeah. We don't have Jai today, so I got to play the music, don't I? Hold on. Here we go. There, does that count? We're live. What's up, everybody?
We're live. Hello, everybody.
I can't get us live on the radio. I got to get with not Chad, you're Chad. With Darren over at Terps Up. The radio app is not my friend lately. It just doesn't want to do what it needs to do. So we're not live on the radio. This will be rebroadcast, I reckon. So that means no commercials. Jai will just put in commercials later. We'll just do the fake out, the commercial break fake out. We got Chad Murray in the house asked me about the nut report, which we got to ask him about the nut report. And then we got Trevor Steele from Comet Lighting here. What's up, dudes?
What up?
Howdy ho.
Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. Ooh, I'm crushing it today. I got music playing. I remembered to get us live on Instagram.
You're on it.
Class A going on over here. What if Tuesdays are for tacos, what's on Wednesdays?
It's just a hump day.
Is there anything? Is there something we're supposed to be?
It's all open, man. Eat anything on Wednesday.
You can
It's
eat
we're getting through the week. Let's mow.
Yeah.
Although 110 pounds lost, I don't do that anymore.
It's crazy, man. Your
That's
face
wild.
Is half the size. Your face is half the size.
I have some pictures that people keep sending me back from a couple years ago when I was at a conference speaking and stuff. What a whale. Such a moo-moo.
What did your wife and your kids think? Like
just everybody. It's just like it's shameful that I got that way. It is what it is. But I mean, I let myself go, and just slowly gained. I mean, I went from in my mid 20s, benching 330 and looking good. I'm only 5'7", and never really had a six pack, but I was always in good shape. And even when I was fat, I still had good arms and all that kind of stuff.
Like JC, looking like JC.
Yeah, just everyone's just kind of like, how did you do it? And just it's just stuck to a routine and did it and got moving and stopped eating stuff that makes me fat.
Intentional.
It's really that simple.
So I shouldn't have eaten a huge taco salad last night, followed by a second huge taco salad.
Well, the only thing with taco salad I couldn't eat
salad.
chips.
That's healthy.
Would be the chips. So I can eat taco salad.
Happy birthday, Angela.
Yes, happy birthday, Angela.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Let's not take diet advice from Trevor. He eats McDonald's how many times a week?
Oh my gosh. One time. You know what? I'm starving right now. I would love to have some McDonald's, to be honest with you.
You should see this buffet we just had. We're at this resort and
of course you
legit, probably one of the nicest buffets. It's one of those ones you couldn't even serve yourself. Kind of nice. What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
You're showing them a railing.
Ooh, look at the beaches.
You can see the palm trees.
It's a railing. It's a palm tree, babe. They have palm trees in South Carolina. Anyway,
I don't get to see palm trees. I just got shitty ponderosa pines in my backyard.
Anyway, the buffet, I mean, like legit tiger shrimp, scallops. I mean, phenomenal. Make your own sushi kind of deal, pasta, like just talking about food. I'm trying to get you guys hungry because this is
JC, you only know if it's good in about 3 hours.
That's when you find out.
That's
true
true.
Story.
That is very valid.
For our first segment of the show, where in the world are JC and Angela? Where in the world?
Well, we're in Dominican. We had a pivot. We went to what we thought was an incredible resort. It was a wellness resort, phenomenal reviews, and we arrived 2 days ago there, and it was the weirdest thing. Like Angela and I never really talked about it, but we both just felt off. And like secretly at dinner, I'm trying to find new resorts. The first night we're there, and the next day she's like, I don't think we can stay here. I was like, great. I've already been looking. Let's get the F out of here. And it was a nice resort for some. And we're not saying that we're bougie, but we have fucking standards that they didn't meet. And it was a wellness resort with a gym that
sounds bougie.
A freaking bathroom. Yeah, it was just so we we went to the housekeeping with the front desk and said, look, it's not you, it's us. We just need to get out of here. And they tried to convince us to stay. We'll give you a new room. We'll give you this. So we left and came to a Hyatt Vallara Cap Cana. And it was like leaving a third world country going to a first world country, like the resort you're supposed to be at and enjoy. So right now we're in this resort. We have a 2,000 square foot fucking.
I hear like bongo drums.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, that's just a DJ right now, but like,
okay.
There's like 3 or 4 pools here. It's pretty badass.
Nice. Looks good for wellness. You can get well there.
It's better than wellness now. So I mean, Sands was 50th. You know, we had to go all out.
Hell yeah. Did Hildy send you guys anything yet?
Yes, we did see that.
Your video. That was so
awesome.
fun with you and the family. Thank you.
I was wondering. I was like, I don't want to. How can I ask where if she didn't send it to you that I'm not like giving anything away? So I had to think about how I was going to ask that one. I was probably
watched that video and then. It was an awesome video. It's really cool.
I had intended to like record that. I was probably the last one to send anything to Hildy. And then I was like, we got to do this with the family, and we're all turkey hunting together, like with face paint on and stuff. And I was like, this is when it needs to happen. This is the proper way to do a happy 50th.
Yeah, it was nice and quiet, reflected the environment. It was all the things.
I did not call a turkey in with my clucks. Nothing came to that one. They came later, but not that one.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Don't come to that.
No. That's a definite no.
Good work.
The only turkey I ever shot was in a feeder. So I just took his head off. So with a 30-30. So
that is the right caliber for to get the job done for sure.
It'll get him. All right, Chad, we got a segment number 2 is ask Chad about the nut report.
Yeah. So, I mean, in my coaching practice, one of the first things I'm trying to teach people is how to get to know their numbers, but what numbers they need to know. Because the numbers they get from Dan, it's too late. So you have to start, I'm talking about real-time numbers that affect you. And so I teach all my clients that we got to track the numbers for the week, the production. We got to know our monthly expenses to estimate what they're going to be for this month. Divide that by 4. So this isn't an accounting problem or process. This is how do I make money this week right now to stay on track? Mm-hmm. And so getting these people, and then track your sales as well. And it's always really hard to get operators to add that to their life because, they've got to do it or they go find someone else to do it. They don't add it up correctly in their CRM. It's just this process. And, some of my clients, the really successful ones, they have someone doing it. They're not doing it themselves, and that's the whole key. So I decided, now with all these Vibe apps and coding apps and stuff, I said, I've got to figure out something that will automate this. And now, there's tons of dashboards out there. You can go buy a dashboard for anything connected to your QuickBooks and, all that kind of stuff. But connecting a dashboard to their CRM and telling them in real time, what are you making? What are you in production this week right now? And it tell you what your goal is. You put your expenses in and boom, there you have it immediately. So I created this dashboard. It's called the Nut Report. It used to be called when I first started this business, my business 30 years ago, I was tracking it called the Squirrels Nut Report because the only number I tracked is how much cash I got. How many squirrels nuts do I have in the bank? Right. So I know, where Trevor was, it is funny called the Nut Report, and it is kind of one of those things. But when you start working with me, you get Nut Report. Until you start working with me, it sounds a little fun. It does sound a little fun. And we can bag on it all we want. It's fun. But, when you know how many nuts you got, it'll help you do your business better. So
I got 2.
I'm not mature enough for this. I'm sorry.
I get it.
It's not you, it's me.
It also tells you your this week's sales, this month, this week, today, your next week's production, and the next 3 weeks' productions. So you get to start moving money around, jobs around, and you know it. And believe it or not, the biggest thing you'll find I found with my clients are busy makes you broke. You're not looking at the schedule correctly. You're not scheduling it correctly. You look full. It looks busy, but you've got the wrong guys doing stuff. You've got your best guy out doing QC when that ass should be out there making you money. You know, you're doing half days. You know, I mean, I had one of my clients just take off a day because his wife has cancer, so he took the day off. And instead of getting everybody else working, he gave everybody else off. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then I showed him the numbers.
That's when you get to see who steps up.
We show him the numbers. He's like, he didn't even realize he's about to lose 5K. And I'm like, dude,
Man,
you're about to lose 5K.
Chad,
So
I'd love to show you what we've built in the last month. It's very similar stuff that we use to track all of our techs, their upsells, their everything. It's really incredible. And so they're seeing halfway through the day and super real time, like where these small decisions are changing their paycheck that day. So it's similar. Very cool.
That's version 2. When I start adding their marketing numbers, and then they can add technicians to it to track their sales per opportunity, their best sales item they're selling, what their averages are and all that kind of stuff, and do that. But right now, just trying to get it out there for people to do it easily. Like I had to become a Google developer and learn how to do that to create a Google extension, because House Call Pro does not have an open API. Mm-hmm. So I went around them.
That's going to hurt them.
Became a Google developer and wrote an extension, got it approved, and it connects on the tab. And so we can pull reports that way. And now, because I have more people on House Call Pro than I have anything. So I built this for my clients as well. And now everyone's seeing it when we're coaching. I'm showing it to everybody. They're like, I need that. I want that. I need that. I mean, and you don't know what it is until you see it. It's like, holy shit. I mean, it's the easiest freaking thing that operators that are under $1 million have I got to say it like this, no fucking clue how to make money during the week. They wait till Dan tells them you just lost $5,000 this month. They just don't know how to manage it. And once they start seeing the numbers and they see next week versus the next 3 weeks, well, shit. I see guys scheduling. Check this out. I do coach a lot of chimney guys. Their bills will be $25K a week. Okay. They will have $22,000 booked for the next 4 weeks. And it's like, dude, you're losing $3K a month when you could have easily stacked up 1 or 2 jobs from the next week to this week, break even or made a little money. And now you start seeing how how it's coming in and how it's being scheduled. And you give this website that they can see the dashboard to the call center, and they see it in real time. So they don't have to ask you. They see it in green or red if you're making money or not. And you can put it into goals too. So you want to go 10% profit this month or 30%, it'll shoot it for the goal. And so, I mean, I'm telling you, when people start seeing it to do that like this, I'm not talking about knowing all the numbers. So some of these guys, they're not going to know all the numbers, so they start getting more sophisticated. But the one number they can do and know real quick, shit, I'm losing 3,000 this week. I got to do something, right? And then that starts moving the needle. Then they start understanding their numbers better, and boom. Now you get to start coaching them into, okay, well, this number means this. Like, for instance, if we see them at a 25K bills, and they consistently can sell 22,000, but they're not scheduling it right. We start going into customer. We start asking customer acquisition. What's your marketing? Do you have marketing turned on? What are where? Then you start tracking where are you getting your leads from? How many leads? What are your guys' sales? What are their average sales? We just need to spend this much more because if we have 4 more jobs, out of the 3 sales guys we have, also boom. Now we start having to see that. Or do we need to hire somebody? Because we keep consistently only doing 22K and we're full. Well, shit. Our bills are either too much or we got to hire somebody. Mm-hmm. You start getting all these questions answered by looking at this one easy three numbers. And so that's where you start with people. Instead of like I mean, Trevor, you're advanced and you're awesome. But when you go take a guy, like I just started a new client today. No idea what his numbers were. No clue. Like literally, he did know how much his expenses were, which shocked me. But that was it.
Yeah, it's typical. I find, and Trevor's heard me give this presentation like a couple times now. I get into like goal setting, and it's like static versus dynamic goals. So often people set a static goal that's like, I want to do $1 million in revenue. They have no clue how to get there. It's just a thing that sounds cool, so they just throw it out. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and whether you hit it or not, it doesn't even matter because they're not prepared for the set of problems that they hit when they get there. It doesn't mean anything successful happened. There's no parade. There's no confetti. I saw JC's video of when Angela sent him on vacation and like the ladies dropping out of the sky. That doesn't happen when you hit $1 million. There's actually
weren't they all Angelas?
I don't think
They all look like Angela. I guess
I thought they were
too.
I thought they were too, Trevor. I thought they were all Angelas, and I watched it again. I'm like, that's not Angela.
Yeah, they should have been all Angela.
I guess he's got a type. That's a good thing.
Yeah. But so often I find people throw out goals that they don't actually have control over. They throw out like a long-term goal with a static endpoint, and like revenue is not just something you make happen. There's KPIs to make it happen. And so I find like focusing on what I would call dynamic goals, and those two terms is just some shit that I made up. So don't try to like research it. It's just some words I said and made up. But I refer to it as like a dynamic goal where every day you can measure it and keep chasing it. Production rate. I look at attrition rate. Our like recurring client attrition rate is the one dynamic goal. Like I want to lose 0 clients. And if I lose one today, my goal tomorrow is to lose 0 clients again. And like focusing on what we can control and what's right in front of us. Like you said, Chad, by the time you get my dashboard report, like, yes, it can help you focus on which goals to measure for the next month, but that data is already done. By the time I get it to you, it's already done. There's so many things we can look at every single day to make sure that we're on track. So when we get our P&L, it's more of a confirmation of, am I doing the right things? Is it creating the result that I'm trying to shoot for?
Right. I mean, you're the bad news. I mean, if they're not running their business right, and if they're not really watching it, so you're always the bad news. And it's like
Always.
I'm mostly the good news.
Always the bad news.
It's just good that it comes from you and not somebody else. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
I'm great at delivering it. Singing Telegram, anybody? Here we go. Let's
But anyway, if you're on House Call Pro or a job or anyone listening, you can go to thenutreport.com, man.
Make sure you spell that right.
The Nut Report. It's thenutreport.com. I was shocked that was available. And with all the porn out there, I can't believe that was out there.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You're gonna get paid a lot for that one someday.
I was about to say, you're going to make more money when you sell that domain than you will. That's funny.
But ChatGPT made me a pretty good logo for it with the squirrel sacking with money and stuff in a suit. It was a pretty good little deal. But yeah, that's
So
the Nut Report.
Since we're getting into marketing stuff, the echelon segment for the day, like where I want to go is to have everybody give us like their 3 worst marketing efforts or failures or bloopers or whatever it is. Before we get to our top 3 worst or our bottom 3, whatever you'd want to call that segment, I just want to go kind of like around the horn a little bit in terms of what we're seeing in the marketing space. Obviously, the world is changing fast with AI and everything like that. But the principles of marketing don't change. And I am seeing more so this year than ever. Some people are like really great, getting great lead flow, and some people are getting like crickets. And I haven't seen that disparity. It's almost like global warming or whatever they call it, where like the temperatures are just more extreme. It seems like marketing results are more extreme. And I don't know if I'm the only one seeing it. And obviously I'm just seeing a few hundred businesses, but it seems like there's world changing stuff going on and adaptation stuff going on. And not everybody's adapting maybe, or not everybody's executing the same way. Chad, I'll start with you just because you're dealing poker wise, the next one on my screen, and you're coaching and you're doing marketing. How are you seeing this world changing?
Well, what we're seeing is the people that it's the AI is helping and speeding stuff up for sure. But what we're finding with the people that come in that have never properly done SEO right, and we're having to start from scratch doing new SEO because the last company sucked, or maybe we started a new website, or whatever. Is all that on-page stuff is really AI is picking that stuff up. I mean, it's eating what you're cooking if you're putting it on the page right, and it's that basic just page tag, the meta description, all that, and then doing the what's it called on the back end, the schema, doing the schema, because schema is what's picking up the AI, is picking up the AI when they refer you. So your schema's got to be done. So right now the most marketing companies are we're not buying links anymore. We're not doing any of that. We're doing a massive schema on the back end to tell the bots what it's about, so that ChatGPT and Claude and all them Grok will start referring people. And boy, you talk about it's taking over out of Google. And I mean, I've got clients that are getting 200 calls a month now just because of the AI. I mean,
do you think it's hitting the point where Chat and Claude and Grok are going to start charging for those leads? Because right now there's not a pricing thing, right? There's no pay-per-click.
I don't think so, because they're making money on the tokens and stuff. So I mean, you can do it free all day long, but when you and most people should, if you're not on the $20 paid ChatGPT, you should be, or the Claude one, because you can create projects. It remembers you. You just tell who you are. I've got all my clients on that, blowing their minds, and they start doing projects and different things. And but the I don't think their model is ever going to be like that, because so many people are using it to build websites and do everything. They're making a killing already without having to do that. And so it's
when has making a killing stopped people from making more of a killing? Like, if they can figure it out, why wouldn't they charge for it?
Well, I
don't think you can figure it out. It's changing too fast. Yeah. You just have to stay on top of it today.
AI can figure it out.
Yeah, but whatever you build today could be completely irrelevant a month from now. That's just where we are. There's no way around it. So it doesn't mean you don't do it, but I would not. I'll put it this way: I don't see a day where AI is charging for leads for that reason alone. It's going to change too fast. It wouldn't make sense for them to go down an avenue they know is going to change. So I don't see that happening. It's the power is becoming in our hands. The people on the lower side, right? The playing field is being leveled so fast. Yep. If you have time and you're sitting at your desk and you start diving into AI, you're going to do incredible things if you stay consistent with it. So I think that's where the advantage is going to come. It's going to be the people that are doing it early, the early adopters. That's it. Soon everybody's going to have it. Everybody's going to have the same access to the same stuff. Just like hiring somebody to build your website. Well, you didn't know that Click Call Sell was the best website builder, so you didn't reach out to them in time. And now, 3 years down the line, you're picking up the ball and you're trying to play catch up, right? Well, it's the same thing. It's just happening much, much faster.
Yep.
In the Agenta AI, that's going to do your marketing for you. And if you don't know what Agenta, that's the true Terminator type. It does. You tell it what to do, it goes and researches it and then does it. Yeah. Like OpenClaw. So I have OpenClaw on that computer right there, hidden away from this computer.
That computer can't talk to this computer.
Yeah, because I tell it to fuck off a lot, and my wife's like, "Man, you're gonna get us murdered.
Better be careful.
You're gonna get us murdered." I'm like, I don't care.
Wait till they make robots that are controlled by them. You should probably talk very nicely to your chat.
I do talk nice, but when I'm pissed, I still have my personality. But either way, it's not going to be as fast as people think. I think it's 8 to 10 years out before the Agenta is actually where it's autonomous, where like you just literally, hey, go build me a website, make me a new business doing this, and go do it online.
Man,
that's
no way.
A long ways away. That's what I'm saying. That's a long ways away.
I think we're 3 to 6 months from that.
No way. Are you playing with OpenClaw?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
I've got a friend who built an app where you can give it 3 prompts and it will build that website for you.
Yeah.
In minutes.
Well, I've done it in Lovable and I've done it in Bolt and I've done it in OpenClaw now. So I get it. But then connecting it and using it and doing all that. And I'm not just talking about the simple, I'm talking about if you're going to go, let's say you're going to sell a product. Hey, go find me 10 products that I could sell and make $20,000 this month.
Yeah, we're not there yet for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where the agent
true agency. Yeah, true agency. Like having a personal assistant.
Yes, Trevor. But what I'm saying is when I'm talking about true Agentics, it's still years away. So, which we all want. You know, I can't wait till the flying car comes out, man.
I don't want it, man. This shit's the worst. I'm just using it because I have to, because I don't want to fall behind. Because Trevor always tells me I'm gonna freaking fall behind, so I gotta use it.
Bro, I've got so many ideas for you, Dan Plata. I've been meaning to reach out to you.
How do you fall behind? You just put in the AI prompt, catch me up instantly, and then it will.
No. It's learning how to communicate with it. You can, if everybody's like, oh, what's the newest prompt? Prompts are dead. Okay, now it's how do I communicate consistently to get the best result? Because I promise you could put me in the room with some other guru and we both have the same goal, and I'm going to get there eventually. It might cost me $3,000 in tokens, but that person can do it for $120 and he'll do it in an hour, right? So it really, I mean, this is all going to change. You have to learn how to interact with it. It can't actually create anything, right? It's pulling knowledge and data from the world and coming up with the same thing. I just watched, you guys need to go watch it. Go watch Tommy Mello's recent interview. I don't know, it's on YouTube, but anyway, it's incredible. His guest was talking about the fact that he pulled up like 4 or 5 paid subscriptions to different AI models and asked them to write a story to encourage his staff to persevere when things get hard. The stories that each different AI wrote, and like literally told it to be creative. The stories that they all wrote, completely different AIs, was almost identical, because they're pulling data from the world and finding the best way to communicate it, right? So it's a robot. It can't create human experience. So it's completely different. I don't know, I'm on a tangent here, but
yeah, one of the things to do when you're learning how to talk to it is don't just let it preach to you about everything. You need to challenge it. You say, okay, we did this. I mean, what could be better from another look? If I were Elon Musk looking at this, what would I do? You know, and you start, I mean, that's a very rudimentary old one to do, but I'm just saying that's the kind of stuff you don't just go, oh, this is what it's spit out. I like it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm good. No.
Sometimes it'll give me something and I'll say that is complete and total bullshit. And you know it. And it'll come back to me and say, okay, you're right. I didn't even do the research. Give me a minute. And then it'll come back and it'll fix it.
It sounds like literally, it sounds like an employee that doesn't double down with another lie. Because if you did that to an employee, they'd be like, no, I swear to God. You know, but well, not all of them. But
so lead it back to marketing. Let me tell you a story. So I needed to do marketing. I needed to do more videos for my marketing for my coaching last week. So I spent Friday filming. Spent all day Friday filming, but to get my scripts and what I should talk about, I fed it into ChatGPT and said, make me 5 prompts. And then I spent probably an hour cleaning up each prompt to sound better, to be better, question it. I filmed them all. And then I thought the next day, I'm going to go put these into a different prompt and see what it says. And the goddamn thing said they were terrible. And I'm like, what the fuck? You just told me to do this. I spent all day doing it. And then you now are saying, and then it goes, well, I don't mean it was terrible, but we should have done this. I'm like, well, fuck you. You should have told me that yesterday. And so
that is hilarious.
It was hilarious. So now what I do is I take it when I'm going to do this again next week for 5 more videos. I'm going to go away for an hour. Then I'm come back and I'm going to reprompt this in a different prompt. I'm going to copy and paste the scripts into a different prompt. What do you think of these?
Yeah. I wrote these up. What do you think about these?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm literally working in Claude right now and in Visual Studio Code as you're speaking, building software. And that's what I've been doing since I got on here.
It's funny to me. I mean, I mentioned it last week on the show in our segment, what are you building with AI this week? And like in 2 prompts, I basically have Trainual. Like, and we need a software like that, but I'm just like, man, I can't imagine having a software company right now. Whoa, that was weird. JC was just there, and then within he left, and within a second, Trevor was there. I'm pretty sure they're pulling a fast one.
Hey, I'm excited to teach somebody something real quick right now. Let me, if you allow me to. This is quick.
Hit it.
So every
there's no way this is quick. You're Chad Murray.
I promise it'll be quick. I promise it'll be quick. So if you have the paid ChatGPT, so I had my everybody roundtable instead of doing my individual one-on-ones this week. We do a roundtable and I'm off all week. So my training this week was how to create before and after pictures or how to create an after picture of your work in front of the client when you're estimating. So you go take let's just say let's say you're a pressure washer, right? And the driveway looks like shit, and then maybe you're going to soft wash the house or the roof, right? So you take a picture of the house, go back to the driveway, take a picture of it, slap it into your ChatGPT and say, okay, I just cleaned this house. Give me the exact same picture from the same angle of it after I'm done cleaned. Boom. Literally in about 20 seconds, you have the picture. Does this work? So I coach a lot of chimney people, but I coach a lot of the businesses too. But one of the chimney guys tells us that he's going to an older house that has 4 chimneys in it, a historical house up north of Boston the next day. And I first said, okay, do they have copper on the house? Make sure you put copper caps. Make sure you show them what copper caps look like. And also, if they want some remodeling of some of the fireplaces on the inside, talk to them what they want, plug it into ChatGPT with the picture, and show them the picture when they're done. He calls me up. He actually calls me up while he's posting. He goes, I cannot believe this worked. I did every fireplace, exactly what they wanted, put copper caps up on top. Took me about 20 minutes to do all the work to give them to show them all these after pictures. And he goes, I would have sold this and I would have sold it for 30 grand. Sold it for $58,000. Literally, because
just because he can show the client what it's going to look like.
Showed him the after picture. She signed on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And so
yeah,
he goes,
I do that.
I would have sold it for 30.
That's a great idea.
So listen to this. You're going to love this, Chad. So we call it our company scorecard for clean image pressure washing. And each technician has an app. Obviously, they get the metrics for their day and their performance pay model, all that stuff, upsells, commissions on Go Quotes, all that stuff. But the coolest part is when they're at a house pressure washing the house, if they notice there's no landscape lighting, in the app, they can take a picture of the house, hit submit. It will automatically place landscape lighting, change the picture to dusk. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It'll make it look like it's nighttime. It adds the lights, and it's incredible. And then they hit send, and guess what they get? They get 10% if we convert that to a sale. You know what 10% of an average $8,000 sale is? Not a bad addition to your paycheck when you're doing 3 of those a day on average.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
I like that.
It is wild. It's like it feels like we're just starting to know enough to know how much we don't know. You know, when you're a kid and you think you know everything, and then like once you start having to spend your own money on everything, you start going, oh shit, like my parents were right about a lot of stuff. Like we're in that phase of AI where it's like we're just realizing how little we even know about it and how little we can, like, we're using it to all the applications. I feel like this radio show has turned into one big ass AI segment because every week, no matter what the topic is, it comes back to, I found a faster way to do this. I found a better way to do that. It's like you said, Trevor, it's just wild how fast it's changing.
All right.
I find myself when someone calls me, oh, that's pretty cool.
So let me show you real quick.
Yep.
Is it going to zoom in?
No, I don't think so.
Not really.
All right, screw it. Anyway,
good try.
It's incredible. It's instant. Makes it look at night. And so my guys are getting these giant sales now on a daily basis that didn't exist 2 months ago, right? Like there was no way to convince them to spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes trying to sell them on landscape lighting. They're on to the next job. They're trying to get home early. It's just no way to do it. But now they're like, oh, just push this button. It's pretty cool.
Push the button.
That is sweet. You know what I find when people, because I'm unlimited texts and calls if you coach with me. So, I mean, I love talking to my clients. And so they get a thought that, you know, within reason, they'll text me and I'll help them out. I find it so much time. I was like, well, did you ChatGPT that? It's like, and it's funny. They're like, you know, just training. Well, no, I didn't think of it like that. It's like, and I don't say it to all because I have answers too, you know, or I ask them to think a little bit. But I find myself saying, Oh, did you chat GPT that yet? It's like, oh, why didn't I think of it?
It is funny. I mean, that happens all the time, right? Like customers will ask me stuff, and jokingly, not to their face, I usually say like, "Sure, let me Google that for you." Right? It's just the new. Allow me to Google that for you.
All right. So here's what's next. You ready? I'm super pumped about this. Number one, each week, my technicians, Sunday night at 11:59 p.m., it auto generates a recording that breaks down the previous week, their full production. You know, during the week you worked 42 hours and made this in base pay and this in performance, right? And it breaks it down. And then at the end of it, it says you did a great job. But out of 14 jobs, you only got 2 5-star reviews. If you would have gotten 50% more, this is how much higher your paycheck would have been, blah, 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 right? But it's like really dialing this stuff in. But the next thing I'm working on right now is there will be a chat feature, and I haven't figured out what the name's going to be, but it'll be along the brand of Clean Image, where my guys, no matter what they do in the company, what role they play, operations manuals are dead, right? They're completely dead at this point. You're going to be able to go in and say, okay, I'm filling the cracks of a paver sealer with polymeric sand, and I don't know how much I need because it looks like the gaps are too far apart. I don't want to call the office and bug them. What should I do? Or what chemical should I be using on this rust because it's not really budging? It's going to know all of our systems, and it's going to tell them what to do.
I got one better for you, Trevor. I got one
Let's
better.
Go. Let's go.
I just watched it on a guy that's doing forestry mulching. He had the meta glasses, and he went through some claw and then attached it to open claw, and he's out at a guy's property that they're about to forestry mulch. Hold on, check this shit out, man. He shows up and he looks at the property. He goes, "What's that tree?" He tells him it's an elm. This, that, blah blah blah. And okay, and what should I charge for this property? And it's talking in his ear and it's telling him, but he put it on speaker, and he does the whole estimate with his Google glasses. It was freaking awesome.
But the fact that it can in real time.
News. That's yesterday's news. Why didn't he just send a fucking drone out there to do it for him?
He's still got to show up.
Live switch. Obviously, he needs live switch.
You could drone it later. You could do a drone later if they could put metal glasses on him. But I mean, watching him do it,
that's wild.
It was. I mean, I was salivating. I'm like, oh.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about all of this, right? If you're not steadily doing this and tiptoeing into it, tiptoe's the wrong word. You need to be diving in every single day, because like he just said, I had no idea you could connect Metaglass to an open call system. That is wild. Of course, they're going to have battery issues, whatever. If you only used it for estimates, who cares? Now imagine you're the tech in the field and you're the labor guy. Those guys aren't getting replaced for a while. We all know that. But you're in the field and now
3 to 6 months, I heard.
Yeah. You're in the field and now you just, the client says, "Hey, yeah, I would like to see something with landscape lighting." You're like, "Great. I'm a professional. I know everything about landscape lighting." You don't know anything, right? But you throw this on, you look at the house and you say, "Okay, I want to do this. I want to do that." You walk through the property, you say, "Make me a video showing this at nighttime, walking through the property, put Clean Image branding on it, make sure it looks fantastic, and mention the homeowner's name. This is their name, get it done. And this is their cell phone. Go ahead and text it to them." All of that is coming. It's around the bend. We're there. That some people are already doing this, right? So it's just a matter of having the infrastructure in place to even know how to have that conversation. You can't just start at the top. It just doesn't work like that. It's all moving so fast and it's so interesting. Who knows where we're going to be in 5 years.
This is what I thought of last year in the chimney industry. So you would deploy a drone that has a drone bot that is a walker. So it's a flying one. It's attached to a walker one. So you go to the house, it automatically calls the clients. It drops the one that goes in the house, goes up into the chimney, takes the pictures from there. The drone in the flight drops down a camera down the flue and takes the video camera, everything, and then it gives them an estimate on everything. It's chimney
very doable. Very doable. Oh, yeah. And all you do is you sit at the office and say, "What's your address? I'll have you an estimate in 15 minutes."
Caps, so it's not doable because of the chimney caps, but the ones that are open, it could be. But again, you could still do the drone and still get all the footage, you can still do it with the climber. So you can still do it all. That thing would just have to have some way to get up into the camera thing, but it could be done. It could be done. And all
do you
my
remember?
guys are freaking out.
Do you remember like 5 years ago when 10% of the home service industry was using Google Earth to do estimates, and we were elite? Like, you know, like it doesn't matter what industry you're in, we were elite. Now it's like, what do you mean you don't use Google Earth, right? That's what's gonna happen, except in like 3 weeks because it's so fast. If you own a SaaS company, man, I feel for you.
I'm really interested. I want to have James back on the show from Live Switch, because all of that stuff, like when they're doing their kind of like reverse video quoting, like it would be able to do the same thing, right? Like he was already building AI where the tech could just like film the HVAC unit and it would solve the problem. Like it would know what to do about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just piecing all the different elements of it together. It'd be crazy.
Yeah. He was early to market. Revolutionary for sure.
Mm-hmm. Early.
Back in 2017 and 18, we had these massive hailstorms, and we didn't have even close for about 3 months enough guys to go out and estimate chimney damage. And so I started just getting on. I just started getting on the phones or getting on the on everyone that we were booked out like 4 months. So I just started getting on there on the Google Earth and started looking at the cap, because all it was chimney cap estimates at the time, and there was a lot of other work to be done. But I could send them a chimney cap estimate, and if they approved the chimney cap estimate, I would send them well, this is just the cap, but if we approve this, then we'll look at all the other work that it could, because they didn't do a lot of damage to it. But if we get the cap done, you know, and I could kind of say, well, I know the mortar crown, this will be done too. So I could kind of sell them a little mini estimate. So many people bought off. I was the best sales guy we had for 2 weeks because I just was all day doing it, and it was killing all the guys going out and climbing roofs. It was awesome.
Yeah, do it.
And now it's 2017.
Mm-hmm. So another part of that scorecard that we've built, the app for our technicians, it has my version, like the admin side, so you can see all the company KPIs and everything as well. Yeah. Fully automated, Dan. I got to show it to you. It's freaking sick. But one of the key aspects of it is add an estimate. So my guys now, I've made it so much easier through an API with Jobber. We use Jobber. So now when we assign an assessment for our guys to go out and do a quote, we put it on their calendar like we always would. They're not handwriting anything. They go out, they click the person in the app that auto-populates all of their information, and then they go through and they have their spiel where they say, listen, I know we're here just to give you a house wash estimate, but we offer all these other services. We're going to go ahead and price those for you so you can have them. We have them. It saves us time, saves you money. If you ever call us back to do it, we've got it in the system. Does that work for you? They always say yes. Nobody says no, right? And then you go through and you open it tab by tab. It takes about, I don't know, 3 minutes tops. You put in the square footage of the house, second story, how long has it been since it was professionally cleaned, how many screened-in porches, right? We have all this stuff built out for the pricing model. And then you go to the next thing and you look at all the surface cleaning, front patio, rear patio, sidewalks, driveway, whatever, pavers, next thing, gutter cleaning, next thing, gutter brightening, next thing, roof debris, next thing, gutter guards, right? We're adding all these things, and then we hit present to client, and it automatically tiers the packages in a very well-branded, put-together thing. And that's when we present them with a package and we choose one, and we've doubled our rate. So we present it to them in person, they click it, the customer signs it right there. It's a done deal. And then it auto populates the estimate in Jobber. So my wife, the coordinator, is no longer doing all this anymore. Nobody's taking a picture of the form and sending it into the office, and then the office puts it in the Jobber and uploads it. It's all pre-approved. All we have to do now is find a spot to fit it.
Dude, she's got so much more time to make sandwiches, man.
Right. You know, she makes sandwiches for me, and it's great. No, it's just nuts, man. And I'm just getting started. And the thing is, because I built this platform of an app, it's really our clean image operating system. Now I get a wild hair midway through the week, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to add this. And I add it. So I just added a feature literally 20 minutes ago, and it took me 5 minutes to do it, where it's a new challenge that pops up on the app for the guys to see. And they're going to see it when they get on it today at some point. And it says, if you get 30 if the company gets 30 5-star reviews in 7 days, I'll put $200 on each one of your paychecks. And it's just a 1-week challenge, right? And then there's using whatever ChatGPT or whatever AI you use. I wrote kind of a guideline on how to encourage it, the best ways to get it. We even allow you to send the link to your friends and family, but don't send more than 3 or 4. According to Google, it could red flag it. So be very careful. But they're going to hit it. They're going to hit it. And we're going to have 30 extra reviews in 7 days like that. And it's just an app that tracks it automatically, pulls the data from Google. So it will know in real time, oh, Tech One just got a 5-star review, which, by the way, he gets paid for. And he's getting the benefit of the goal being achieved within 7 days. So it's like you just have these. What it's done is AI has given us the freedom to execute on things that we've always wanted to do as business owners, but just couldn't do it.
We're like, yep, no way. That would never get to that.
Yeah, I'm not spending $200,000 on an app. That's not an option. Well, I spent $2,000 and my app is franchisable. You know, it's like
Salesforce is dead, and I'm happy.
All of them are.
Oh yeah,
every single one of them.
Yeah, that reminds me, I still need to build 30 extra schmedium. You know, there's 75 hard. That's not my style. That's not my style. I got 30 extra schmedium. I always imagine
so good.
I imagined building an app where, like, every mile you run, you earn a beer. Or, you know, you don't have to be a beer drinker, but, like, for me, that does help me stay disciplined. Otherwise, like, I'll just drink beers because I like to drink beers and I don't have a mechanism to earn them. And so, like, lifting weights for so long, beer, running.
You could build this app in 15 minutes max.
I know. Now I'm realizing I never did build that app. And I used to track it in a Google sheet. I used to, like, keep track of how many miles I ran or workouts that I did and how many beers I drank. And now it's like, it'd be so convenient on my phone. So I got to get back on the 30 extra schmedium train and start looking more like Chad.
Hey, I gotta change the subject because this is right down Dan's alley here. Trevor, I don't know you enough to, if you're a big hunter, but
Trevor's such a friggin' redneck. Trevor makes me look like a city slicker, man.
There you go. I don't know. I figured if he hangs around you, he'd be a good guy. But so, have you heard about the drone deer recovery guy?
Of course. Stop it. Of course. Yeah.
But do you know how much money that guy's making?
Oh, there's tens of thousands of people doing that.
Yeah, but you know who started it all? That guy. The guy. He wasn't actually the one that started. Now, hold on. Hear me out.
No, I'm saying I don't know the guy.
No, I'm just saying there were other guys doing it already.
Yeah.
This guy perfected it. Guess how much money this guy did last year?
Drone. He's got like 3 months. How much money can you make in 3 months?
He did last year. Guess. Come on.
$200.
30 million.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the guy that has sold an apparatus that goes on your drone. That guy.
No. Well, he might maybe, but he's selling the drones, but he's also selling. He's also he's doing the website where people go to, and he's selling the leads and all that kind of stuff to these guys too.
The tracker. Is he the tracker dude, or what's the?
Yeah. Well, it's
I thought you were talking about a guy doing deer.
Yeah, I did too. I got you.
I mean, he's the guy that he started doing it just 3 years ago, and now he's got a $30 million business finding dead deer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what's crazy?
People that made the money during the gold rush weren't the people looking for the gold.
Shovels.
Exactly. The only difference is the gold doesn't run out as quick. This is going to run out. Like, he's going to ride that wave, and good for him. Kudos. But it's going to end soon, right? It just is. Like, everybody's going to have all of this information in the palm of their hands. But I just think
you know why you're wrong. Cool. You know, let me tell you why you're wrong. Because you and I figure this shit out. 95% of the country doesn't.
Most don't.
They're going to be 20 years behind, dude. It's not going to be like you think. It's not as fast as you think. I got a buddy of mine in California. He thinks that we won't even have jobs in 3 years. So I know you're probably not there, but he's like, no, robots and everything, cars, everything's autonomous.
I tell you this, I'm very happy that I own home service companies where you work with your hand. I'll tell you that.
Well, we're always going to have that, but there's going to always be maintenance on this stuff. Believe me, the world's not going to go autonomous in our lifetime.
I'm going to leapfrog it like robots going to be a thing, but then it's really who builds the robots to fix the robots. That's where the money is. You got to build the fixer robots that fix the doer robots.
The robot learns to fix itself.
I don't think so, man.
Oh yeah.
General
Oh, yeah.
Dynamics, man. Have you seen
No
their
doubt
robot?
about it.
We all hire doctors. We all hire doctors. This isn't Big Hero 6. We all hire doctors. It's not. It's.
All right, let me give you an example of
gonna
what
need another set of hands. It's gonna need another set of hands, man.
this just happened to me. So Manus is an AI that I use. It's owned by Meta. It's they have a design. Well, I'm not going to go into that. What ended up happening is I accidentally paid $2,000 for a subscription. And I was like, "Whoa,
Let me break
what the
down
heck
what
is
that-
going on here?"
Hit the wrong button.
And so I'm in Manus, basically cursing it out, like, "How could you do this? WTF? This is fraud. This is you deception and whatever representing yourself." And it basically is like, I don't have the permission to discuss this. And I was like, okay, well, what do I do? And that's when, like you said, Chad, I'm like calling it out like, bull crap. You can have this conversation. It finally gave me a link to go to talk to another version of a chat that is basically like a help desk for Manus. So I get on and I explain my entire problem using my subscription model to write it. Right, it's crazy. And then I plug in the problem and they say, "Would you like your $2,000 back?" And I was like, yes, I would. And this computer system would, like, I was going back and forth like it was solving this issue, and it hit me like there is no team of people at Manus trying to work this out. The computer is fixing the problem, and it gave me my $2,000 back instantly.
That's crazy.
Instantly. And it basically, like, I was like, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my subscription and everything I've worked on. So don't let that happen. How, where do I go from here? And it gave me an honest, like, no agenda version of what I should do. And I did exactly that. And I got almost all of the money back.
So easy question here then, because it's been out there a while, but it's getting so much better now. Do you have an AI voice agent?
For what?
Your business?
Like, yeah, I have an answering service.
No, an AI voice agent.
To do what?
To answer your phone, to schedule for you. And
Yeah.
talk to the client.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I have that.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeremy Jennings.
You build it,
built
or
one.
you have another agency doing it for you?
Jeremy Jennings. It's called Answer AI. Yeah.
How much is he?
I believe it's a little over 100 a month.
That ain't bad, but you could go build it yourself for almost nothing. And
Yeah,
we built one for our CRM Service Galaxy. Oh my God, it's so awesome. I mean,
we got some good comments in here from Erwin Curtis. It says there's no AI in team. That's a good one. And he's giving me a hard time. He said Big Hero 6 reference. What are you, 14? No, dog, I'm 40. So I got little kids. So therefore I watch Big Hero 6. I've seen it twice.
It's a great movie. So whatever, bro.
Movie. Yeah. He must be like 20. He's judgy. He's still judgy. He's still
nice
living off of mommy and daddy's money. Yeah,
nice profile pic, Erwin. What is that? A pig?
Have some kids, and then you get reincarnated. You'd be like reinstated with the Disneys and whatever else makes kids movies. They're great.
no show is better than when you just tell your clients to fuck off. They're listening right now.
Yeah, here's the thing, because I do a lot of lives and a lot of podcasts and
okay, make this quick because we still got to do our segment.
Right,
about
real quick. It's hard to get on here and tell my honest opinion about where we're headed, because it's gonna hurt so many people that I know and love, and it's like I don't know how to say the things I want to say because but it's the truth, man. It's time to start pivoting. If you feel like I'm talking to you, it's because I am, and you need to make some changes. You need to pivot before it's too late.
Oh, you're talking to me. Okay, thanks. Are we whispering? Erwin says, I'm Gen X, bro, 50 plus. That's the other thing. His kids are too old, so he's not watching kids' movies anymore. He's too far past it.
Is that a Hulk emoticon? What is that?
I don't know. He puts them in everything. He's all over. That's what he does. Yeah.
Okay.
We got to do this before we wrap up. Maybe it's not a top 3. Maybe it's just top 1. Or it's like it's speed round. Worst marketing, because this is like go time of the year. Worst marketing investments you've made we'll see if we get to 3 of them. I'll do the first one. In this business, having a podcast, paid $5,000 for like an AI tool to give us better keywords and like rank us higher on YouTube.
No way. Ouch.
Our posts are great. No more views, no more subscribers, no more nothings. It's just doing nothing. $5,000. At least it was just $5,000. I've done worse. Chad Murray, what you got?
Not lately. This is a while ago, so and they've evolved a little bit, but there's probably still love hate. When I was already on the Angie's list a long time ago, and so they got me on a paid thing. I didn't get any more clients.
Sounds like Yelp. Yeah. You just got to sign up to get this paid thing. It's great.
Yeah, you pay $700 a month, and you'll get so many more. And so at the end of the year, I did something that I walked away, and they still came back because I played the good sales thing. I said, I ain't signing no goddamn contract. I'll do it for 3 months, and after 3 months, if I don't have more clients from this, then I walk away. And I didn't. So I'm like, So.
All right, Trevor, what you got?
Man, I think I'm just the type of person that doesn't take unnecessary risks when it comes to marketing. So I really don't have any.
You've never burned money. You've never thrown a briefcase of dollar bills off a bridge.
I'd say the big mistakes in marketing that I've made. Oh my gosh, yeah. If it's boating, fishing, or hunting related, yeah. But I'd say those magazines like the lifestyle type magazines where you're like your ego steps in and you're like, yeah, $1,200 for half a page, sure. Yeah, you're gonna put my picture in it, So that's one of them.
That's it. We're going round robin.
10-4. That's it.
Think of the next one. We did. I don't know if this is number 2 or number 1. I'm gonna put this one at number 2. We used to do radio quite a bit, and like the main radio station, we jumped on there, and I think I figured we needed like 3 months. Yeah, I don't know. He dries and reuses paper towels. I don't even know what that means. But that does sound like something I would do. Actually, as like a frugal finance guy.
He's talking about me because I don't spend money in okay.
Could be, but Erwin, I would do.
Erwin, you're really rocking the boat today.
He's getting in there. He's poking some holes.
Curtis 4028.
We had done a bunch of radio ads, and so we like signed on with this one radio station, but didn't realize there was another window cleaner already on there. I don't know why they didn't tell us that. We didn't know that, and so we spent $30,000-$40,000, and I was just like, we're just getting nothing. It's like crickets. And granted, like Google goes up because people hear on the radio, they still just go find you on Google and it just comes through Google. But 30 or 40 grand with like 2 clients.
Yeah. Like it's funny you say that. I've been going back and forth with a radio this month. They want 2,000 a month. And I was like, man, I don't know.
Dude, we've had great luck with radio. That one was the one failure.
I broke even.
Radio?
I broke even. So,
historically, we were on like a news talk radio and crushed it for a while, but then I think all their listeners started dying, so it started going down. Or we just had been on there so long and just saturated. But we've had a few good radio runs in our day and TV runs. Most of the data actually. I saw Erwin message. I didn't look at it yet. Most like we did the same with billboards. Like it's the awareness marketing. So it actually shows up in your Google clicks. It doesn't show up as like direct leads from that source. It shows up in Google clicks. But anyway, 30-40 grand, just lit it on fire.
Yeah, burned. That sucks.
It was oopsie. And then it's always tricky because you're like, do we need just like another month to catch on? Like, how long do we ride this out?
Yeah, you got to ride this out, right? Mine was TV ads. We spent, I don't know, 70 grand on TV ads and didn't do shit. I mean, we may have got our money back, but it wasn't. I mean, we kept playing that. Oh, it's gonna the traction's gonna hit. See,
yeah, it's like mailers. They got to see it 7 times.
That's right. Yeah.
I need to buy more Gore-Tex. Kill it.
You have to send 14 EDDMs to each house in a 1 month period for it to finally work.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave.
All Erwin says, talking about this Trevor guy that likes to say my name. Appreciate the free shout outs. Yeah. Now he changed it to a whale spin.
A whale or Cookie Monster?
Maybe both.
I'm not gonna say his name anymore. I know that. I'm just kidding, Erwin Curtis.
4028.
4028.
All right, what's that? What's next for you, Trevor? What's number 2?
Yeah, so these are the ones that make you feel good, and you sponsor the baseball team or you sponsor the booster club at the local high school. They don't help you at all. You know what I mean? But so I guess we probably have spent some money on those over the years, and it's just kind of. It's like when the police knock on your door. What's the movie? The Cranks. Have you seen it? Christmas with the Cranks or whatever. With Tom Hanks. No, not Tom Hanks. Anyway, they knock on the door, right? The police knock on the door. They're like, "Hey, we're here for our annual donation," and they're like, "Oh, we're not doing Christmas this year." And they're like, "Not doing Christmas. This is
that's Tim Allen. That's Tim
yeah,
Allen.
Tim Allen. Yeah. This is obligatory. You have to donate to the fraternity for Christmas." And they're like, "No, we're not doing it this year." And like the whole street revolts against them. It's like, "How could you?" Yeah, that's how those are. Christmas with the Cranks, I think.
It was
called.
Yeah.
That'll be on my Christmas list for this Christmas. Not an April movie. Not an April.
Not unless you're Psycho, like Mr. Christmas, who was here earlier.
Oh yeah, JC might watch it.
Do we still go by? Do we still use that name, Mr. Christmas, or is he evolved?
I don't know. He's not here to answer for it. They had to go have fun in a Dominican resort. My worst, and it's not the most spend, but it was the most annoying, was we had a maid service business out in Cleveland, and we were trying to lodge window cleaning there. And so we had some discussions with Valpak, and I hope this gets around. I hope this gets around because not all Valpaks are bad, but we had some negotiations with Valpak, and we were thinking about doing a thing with them and getting in the Valpak and whatever. And we didn't move forward with it, or at least we didn't intend to. But that son of a bitch threw our ad in Valpak without our permission, without our sign off, without anything, and then sued us to get the money for it. Like he just ran our shit without us saying yes. Like no, he had no nothing, right? But he ran.
We do that sometimes.
He ran.
We just go wash random houses. Like the bigger the house, we wash it for free, and then we send him a bill.
Yeah, that was basically what he did. But he sued us for the exact right amount. Where our lawyer was like, "Yeah, this is his game. He's suing you for exactly less enough that it doesn't pay for you to fight it. Like he knows that for 10 grand, you can't hire me to take him to court. So you just pay it." And we negotiated with him. And actually then, and this is how guilty he was. We negotiated with him and he ran ads for free. Like he ran ads to like earn the $10,000. That's how guilty he was. He's like, oh, you're going to use me? And we're like, well, since you're already running our stuff, why don't you actually run it? And then we'll pay you. And so then he ran it and it still didn't do shit. It did like jack shit. And we ended up paying him more to run it. So like
he saw you coming, buddy.
Twice. He beat us fucking twice.
He's like the used car salesman. He was like, ooh, here goes Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, it was annoying. It was 12 grand at the end of the day or whatever. It wasn't like detrimental money, but damn, it was really annoying to lose. Because at some point, even for 12 grand, you're like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna sue you. Like, you suck. This isn't cool. You're a piece of shit. I'm coming for you.
My lawyer would have ate him up.
Family negotiated.
My lawyer would have ate him up. I only paid my lawyer probably $3,500. He'd have ate him up. Just buried him in discovery. Show me the contracts. Give me. Go pay for a text query to see all your texts. Go. He would have just blown his ass up. How do I know this? I've done it.
So there was a article or a story that just came out. A lady locked her plumber in her bathroom and wouldn't let him out until he gave her discounts. I just saw this today and I was like, that's great. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like,
you want
you're
out of
gonna
there?
give me discounts or I'm not letting you out.
I'll do the damn job for free, lady. Just let me out of here. Oh, I would if I was that plumber, I would totally say like I'm doing it for free, but then I'd leave one thing undone under the sink and not send her an invoice, no
Like the
paper
wet
trail, no
bandits?
nothing. No, yeah, well, just like when we were out ice fishing and then the freaking pipe blew in Marty's bathroom. And you remember that when we were out
I
ice
remember.
fishing?
Yeah,
The
yeah, it
bathroom
was
got
horrible.
flooded. I would just
You were
leave
like,
one-
screw it, I'm going fishing.
yeah, I was like, good luck. It's midnight. You got this.
It's negative 20 degrees outside and your house is flooding. It's fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I told her where to turn the water off. She just panicked. Like she knew. She just panicked. Anyway.
Yeah, we get back and the drywall's like ripped down. He's got fans and plastic. Looked like a murder scene. It was wild.
Hey, plumbing, man. All right. We got to wrap up. I got to go get my kids. You guys probably got some shit to do. I have Ryan. What's the guy's name from Chirp? Ryan. I don't even know his last name. I got Ryan on from Chirp tonight. If he can make it, we'll see. I haven't heard back, but should be talking to the dude from Chirp, hanging out.
Okay, business nerds, work harder and smarter.
Go earn yourself some pride.
All right. See you guys later.
Hold on. Wait. No, hold on.
Whoa.
Wait.
What?
Hold on. Wait. Yeah, we got to play some music. Jai would have been on that. I'm just not.
Sure.
I'm a bad host. I'm a bad host. All right, y'all. We'll see you tonight. Peace.